Hello, this is Travis with some must-see Route 66 highlights on the road from Amarillo, Texas to Oklahoma City, or the other way around too. That works also. So, these are some great spots for the whole family to see some classic Route 66 roadside attractions. You can learn a little bit of American history and stop for a tasty snack. So, heading down the former path of Route 66, now it's Interstate 40, you cannot miss the Leaning Tower of Texas. You literally can't miss it. Here's the scoop. It's not a mistake. They moved the water tower to this location in 1980. And this thing was designed so that the center water pipe would be beneath the surface of the ground. But the new owners thought that it would be just too expensive to do that. And they kind of liked the gimmick of this thing leaning anyway. They thought it attracted more attention, which, it sure as heck does because we're still talking about it right now. But I just love the look of this thing on the horizon, the way the water tower just leans like that. It's awesome. Next up, a little bit down the road, we got the Devil's Rope Museum, which is a tribute to barbed wire. It's actually one of the finest barbed wire collections in the world, so I'm told. And admission is free, so that's a bonus. There is a lot to read about barbed wire here. There is a lot of information. It's kind of overwhelming, but you're going to learn more than you ever thought you ever could about barbed wire. And housed in the same space, there's also an old Route 66 museum, which is definitely worth checking out while you're there. And then heading into the town of Shamrock, Texas, you hit the U-Drop Inn, the iconic U-Drop Inn and Cafe. This Art Deco masterpiece is just beautiful. It was built in 1936, and it was originally a gas station and a cafe, and you might recognize it from the Cars movie. This was the inspiration for Ramon's Body Shop. And inside, you'll find the Route 66 Visitor Center and a nice little cafe where you can get yourself a tasty sandwich and some soda. And you can even sit in the booth where Mr. Elvis Presley once sat. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's just a great stop. And then heading over the Oklahoma border in the town of Eric, you'll find what locals like to call the Bonebreak Hardware Museum. But this isn't your normal museum. You can't actually go in. You got to just kind of look through the windows. But here's the story. It goes that the Bonebreak family, they owned and ran this hardware store, but one day in the 1960s, they just closed the doors. They walked away and just left everything as it was. So that's what you see now, just a hardware store from the 1960s. It's kind of creepy. Well, there you go. This was Travis. I hope you enjoyed some of those Route 66 highlights on the road from Amarillo, Texas to Oklahoma City. Thank you for listening.